Okay people, this is himself. Welcome back to another Tekken 7 Armor King guide. In this video, I'm going to show you my top 10 moves for Armor King. Now this is all based on my own experience, so it is going to be subjective. So if you disagree with anything that I say, then feel free to drop your own top 10 in the comments. Now with that out of the way, let's get on with this. Move number 1, Dark Upper. This is Armor King's best move by far. It has good range, it high crushes, and it can lead to great damage. Now the easy combo does 75, but that's way more than most characters, and if you get the tech trap, it can be over 90. Now in theory, you can do this in 14 frames, but you're pretty much doing a just frame here, so that's not the way to use it. Instead, it should be used as a whiff punisher, and in my opinion, is one of the best in the game. Yes, it's -10, but the block animation is very short, so if someone doesn't react to it quickly, you'll pretty much get away with it. Move number 2, Shadow Lariat. This move is like his electric. It's got great range, it's +5 on block, and it leads to a combo on shallow hit. Now on deep hit, you won't pick up, but a heal drop is guaranteed, and so is a ground throw attempt. Now personally, I like to spam this from range until they start ducking. I also like to use it near the wall, because here you can frame trap with F343. Move number 3, FF3. This move is seriously good. What we have here is a plus frame tracking launcher. On hit it knocks them down, but we can still pick up for 60 damage. And that may be low for Armor King, but for most characters that's actually good damage. On top of that, we can transition into stance and apply mix-ups. The needle is pretty much like a jab, the spear is a low risk mid, and the sweep will combo on hit. So collectively, these three will cover all the opponent's options. The only weakness is that it's a high, but we have mids to cover that, so as long as you don't get predictable, you should be okay. Move number 4, Giant Swing. Now Armor King doesn't have good lows, and that's because he has great throws. And in my opinion, this is the best throw in the whole game. It comes out in 10 frames, it can be buffered, and it looks like a 1+2 throw despite being a 1. Now in terms of damage, it does 65 unteched, but even if they do tech it, it still does 45, and that's pretty much like most people's command throws. On top of that, if it wall splats, then you get extra damage, and if they break it, you switch positions, so when your back's to the wall, this is pretty much a win-win. Move number 5, Tombstone. Now this isn't as good as King's version, but it's still a top 10 move. It does 58 damage, has some OK, and it provides a mix up to Giant Swing. It's also the best option after Rage Drive. Move number 6, DDT. Now this is a 1+2 throw, so it really mixes up Giant Swing. At first it looks like it only does 45 damage, but actually that get up 3 is guaranteed, so in total it does 53. It also switches positions, so just like Giant Swing, you can use it when your back's to the wall. Move number 7, D4. This is Armor King's best slow. It comes out in 13 frames, high crushes from the 4th, and it's only -13 on block. It also has great range and good tracking. Move number 8, Black Arrow. Now Armor King doesn't have great panic moves, but this one helps to fill the gap. You'll notice that he moves backwards, but he also moves to the side, and on top of that he lifts up his foot. So at times he will crush lows as well as mids. Now along with that, he gets guaranteed follow-ups, so you can see why this is a top 10 move. Move number 9, While Standing 4, both for instant version and from crouch dash. Now I've seen JDCR use this a lot, and there's a reason why. One of Armor King's biggest weaknesses is his lack of good mids, and this move helps to cover that. It does 20 damage and it's safe, and it stops people ducking when they see you crouch dash. Now at range, you do have stuff like FF4 and FF2, but up close, this is the one to go for. And finally, move number 10, Back +4. As already mentioned, one of Armor King's weaknesses is his lack of good mids, so as a defensive tool, we can use this. Now on its own, it only does 15 damage, but if you land the just frame, it's 35, and the truth is, it's really not that hard to do. The move also has good range, but it's incredibly linear, so really you should only use this as an anti-duck tool. Now as I said at the beginning, if you have your own top 10, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm definitely interested in how you guys think, and I know that a lot of you are much better players than I am. Now looking ahead, there are more Armor King videos coming, so make sure you subscribe if you want to see those. In the meantime, have fun, play well, and I'll see you guys in the future.